Hello, folks. Let's see, it's 6:25, June 25th, 012, and it's about 18 after 2. 71 outside, 78 inside. Fahrenheit. Yeah, folks, this world is no better today than it was my last video. You know, you got all that Fukushima stuff. Nobody's really worried about it in this country. As a matter of fact, I would say 9/10 of this country don't even know what Fukushima is. I'd say that 9/10 have no idea what depleted uranium is. Yep. You know that I had an idea. You know that Israel supposedly was formed, when it was formed, as a member of the United Nations, it was conditional that they had to compensate the Palestinians, or they had to allow them back home. Were the terms and conditions of Israel into the United Nations, and none of them happened. 40 years, 50, 60 years later, nothing happened. So why don't they just boot Israel out of the United Nations? They don't belong. Everybody's got to follow the rules but them. Well, who's going to do it? If everybody's been bribed by Israel, then how's that going to happen? So, let's see. What else was I going to thinking about? Oh yeah, so Putin is in Israel today, trying to talk some peace. That's a new twist. I saw this show over the weekend, rerun on television. Oh, let me take that out of my mouth. I think it was called G.I. Joe. I didn't want to watch it because I figured it might be one of these animated things. But it was real live action. But I'll bet you that's closer to reality than most people even think. I mean, they had many scenes of holographic imaging, where even two holographic images were kissing each other or something like that. So, and then, they would disappear and, oh, it's just the holographic image. I think there's a lot more to it. Hey, nobody knows about it. 99.9% of this country, or this world, knows nothing about it. 99.9999999. So that was pretty interesting, all that technology in that movie. But the Supreme Court is going to retire for summer break at the end of the week. Yeah, and everybody's so keyed up as to what they're going to rule. Well, folks, the only thing that's important is that they ruled not to deal with the Troy Davis case. The Troy Davis case was that black guy who got executed in, I think, Atlanta or Georgia. And everybody that testified lied. There was planted evidence. There was nothing good about that trial from the beginning. And, the Supreme Court justices violated every oath they ever took in not doing anything about this. So, the Supreme, that was the last thing for me. I mean, if the Supreme Court doesn't care about truth and honesty in the court, under oath, then I guess they're terrorists, if you ask me. You have to have a foundation of good and honesty and trustworthy to do anything. This country and this world, whatever, is so built up on lies and deceit. And look where we're at today. So, folks, I think the vote was like, I forget, 51% to don't do anything, 50% to do something. So it was like a split right down the middle. Except, one additional justice had the overriding veto. So even though 50% of the judges thought it was important, the other larger majority didn't. Folks, if they would have taken that case and said, it's important to be truth and honest in the government, especially law and order and under oath, that would have changed everything. That is a point in time where somebody can go back in history and change the judges, that one judge, change one of their decisions. Because, that would make, there's value on truth and honesty by elected officials or in a courtroom or under oath or what have you. And that would make President Bush more in the spotlight of lying to the world about the reasons we're invading Iraq. And look at Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell, living a life of luxury in retirement, and they're some of the most evil people in the world. Folks, I think I saw something where this guy got executed, colored guy, doesn't matter. He got executed for stealing $100. But here you have these banks, these countries, these Goldman Sachs investment firms, these senators stealing billions of dollars. MF Global, how about that? John Corzine, ex-senator, lost, he was paying Clinton like $500,000 a month, or every 3 months, and Blair like $230,000 every month or 3 months or whatever for a consulting fee. He loses $1.5 billion from his people who believed him, and that's it. Nobody cares. Look at that Bernie Madoff. He had a Ponzi scheme, but he wasn't a senator, and he went to jail. And so it all depends how high up the ladder you go. Anyway, folks, this is 9 minutes 30 seconds. I'm gonna call it quits. But be honest, be truthful, be kind, be considerate, love everything, be kind to everything, respect everything on earth, rock, tree, bird, fly, air molecule, what have you. And be a nice person. Alright, later.